Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. If you have been listening to the last several episodes of our continuing series on the Idaho versus Kohberger case, and I hope that you have, you know that we have been reviewing a multitude of documents, one at a time, as we do here at the Indie Zone, filed on the public docket on October 9th, 2024, where the state of Idaho is responding, is objecting to various filings that the defense submitted September 5th, 2024, challenging the death penalty under various legal grounds. One item that I would like to direct your attention to is a very short filing, but an important one, I believe, that the state submitted on October 9th, 2024. This document is entitled State's Response to Defendant's Motion to Strike Felony Murder Aggravator. And just by way of background, recall that when both the criminal complaint was filed on December 29th, 2022, signed by William Thompson, prosecuting attorney, Flathead County, and also the May 2023 indictment returned by the grand jury, Mr. Kohberger, who was, of course, at all times presumed innocent until adjudicated guilty or until he pleads guilty to these charges, was charged with 5 felonies. The first had to do with the felony for breaking into, allegedly, the residence at 1122 King Road. The next 4 counts were the counts of felony murder as to the 4 students that he has been charged with. This filing, state's response to defendant's motion to strike felony murder aggravator, has to do with the application of the first count related to the next 4. What does this filing say? On September 5th, 2024, defendant filed his motion to strike felony murder aggravator. Contemporaneous with this objection, that means filed along with this objection in another paper that we have already reviewed on the Indie Zone in a prior episode. Contemporaneous with this objection, the state has filed, quote, motion for leave to amend notice pursuant to Idaho Code, Section 18-4004A, end quote, along with an, quote, amended notice under Idaho Code, Section 18-4004A, end quote. In a nutshell, and I do encourage you to listen to the episode of the Indie Zone that we previously submitted covering this issue, the state has dropped one of the 5 statutory grounds in seeking the death penalty against Mr. Kohberger. That's what this notice has to do with. It continues. Under the amended notice, the state will no longer be pursuing the felony murder aggravator. Accordingly, the defendant's motion to strike felony murder aggravator will be, and we have to go on to page 2 to continue, rendered moot and should be denied. Rendered moot is there's nothing really for the court to rule upon because the state has dropped this particular issue that the defendant's September 5th filing related to. If you would like to review this document, please go to the link in the description to this podcast episode and follow the link to the Idaho court docket. Go down to the document filed the 9th of October 2024 to read for yourself. Thank you as always for joining us here today.